All right, next talk. Unfold bits. Unfold bits is an idea that you usually don't want to analyze only one of your subjects, but you want to analyze an entire data set. And there, bits comes into play. And if you don't know what bits is the brain imaging data structure. And in a very, very tiny nutshell, it's a set of rules to organize your data in a human and machine readable way. And if you want to know more, I highly recommend the BIDS documentation. It's very extensive and it sort of tries to make sure that you don't do anything wrong in structuring your data. And the thing is, we can make use of this, right? If a data set is follows some rules in a way it's structured, we can just predefine a set of functions that then we can just reuse on any data set that is structured in this exactly in this same way. So, for example, if you want to use Unfold bits, I just give you a quick overview. You can just point to any bits folder data. For example, I have the ERP core data set saved somewhere. And then I can look for my data via one function, load it with another, and then I apply an entire Unfold analysis, what you learned for today throughout the workshop, in just one other function. I define all the parameters first, and then apply this to all subjects in one go. And in the end, I just have a data frame which gives me the results from all my subjects in the entire data set. But what is actually, it doesn't go on there. But let's look at what is actually happening under the hood here a bit. First, we set up some stuff. So as always, we need the Unfold toolbox and we load Unfold bits. These are the tidy data frames that Unfold also uses. You can, if you ever use pandas in Python, that's about the same. And I here you actually used these two plotting libraries to do some visualizations because technically the data frames do work with Unfold Maki, but I want to do one plot that's a bit more specific where I show multiple subjects. That's a bit not implemented in Unfold Maki yet, but maybe in the future. So first we need to look for our data. So we have a root path that points to our bit structured data set. And I give this to Unfold bits, and then I already say then Unfold bits very, very fast. This took 1.1 second, finds all data sets that is in this root path. And here I can already see from the data frame that I'm getting that I have multiple subjects here. Each subject seems to have multiple sessions and tasks, although the sessions and tasks in this data set are called the same for reasons how the author structured this data set. And I already get some warnings about, hey, seems to be multiple session, multiple tasks. Do you really want to analyze them all in the same manner? And I decide that no, actually, I'm only interested in this task here. So I can tell Unfold bits, hey, I only want actually this task. So I get a data frame with all subjects now. Each subject just has one row, and that one task that I wanted points me to the file where the dataset is. So I don't really have to set up these loops anymore that we all did in earlier EEG analysis. And I also get a pointer to the events file, which is part of the BIDS data structure. Then I can very quickly load my data, and under the hood, Unfold bits uses MNE Python, so I get an MNE raw object. It also loads me the events for each of the subjects. And if I want to have a closer look, Unfold bits gives you a lot of functionality that makes your life a bit easier. So for example, here I can look at all the events of all subjects at the same time, do some plotting, which I'm not going to go into because I don't have time. And then I can just process. If I have all the data loaded, I can just process everything. But I saw earlier that, hey, the data is not even filtered yet. So I want to apply a filter. So I write a quick function on the raw object that I get from loading it with MNE. And this function I can supply to the run unfold function that's here. And then I supply the data frame, I supply these parameters that we have used throughout the workshop today, and then I just run unfold, first the filter, and then unfold on all the subjects, on all the data sets. And whoop, I get some unfold models. I can unpack these again into a coefficient table for all subjects this time. And because this is a tidy data frame, I can just plot this. For example, now I have here the subjects in different colors and the two different event types in lines, different line styles. But if I want to work more with this, I could, for example, also aggregate all over all these subjects. And because data frames is a tidy data follows the tidy scheme, I can just group combine, for example, here over the event names and time and cohesion, and I want to take the mean over the estimate, and then get my grand average in the end, and then I can do much more second level analysis with that. So yeah, with UnfoldBIDS, you can find all the paths to all your subjects in the BIDS dataset. You can load it. You can do some MNE pre-processing if you want to, and apply Unfold style analysis, and all with tidy data frames. There's a question. What should be the algorithm to perform today's analysis on several subjects? Can you specify what you mean by algorithm?
Is it like what commands to use or something like that?
The pipeline, what steps to take.
Oh.
So if you want to supply if you have the data from all your subjects in a BIDS data set, then you can basically do the 4 steps that I just said, and you can you load your data, and then you set up your parameters one time, like exactly like you did today. And with these parameters, you can do this basis function dictionary that you supply to the run unfold function. And then you give it all the data frames you loaded before, the data frame you loaded before. You supply the parameter basis function dictionary, and that's sort of it.